Hello, my friends and wonderful viewers. I hope all of you all are getting along fine. In the last two episodes, I had taken a trip once to the village, the countryside, and then took a trip along with you all to the desert. But today I've decided to stay home and not to do any gallivanting. Keep a note of that word, gallivanting. Gallalvanting. Gallivanting means roaming around, going here, going there, for some purpose or other, maybe for entertainment or whatever reason, just roaming around. That is gallivanting. So I've decided not to do any gallivanting anywhere, but stay indoors and talk about certain words which are terribly mispronounced. We all know these words most probably, and we know the meanings as well. But the main purpose is to get the pronunciation correct as well. All right? এর আগের বার একবার আমরা গ্রামে গঞ্জের দিকে বেড়াতে গিয়েছিলাম, তারপরে মরুভূমি দর্শন এবং ওখানে যা যা দেখেছি তাই নিয়ে আমরা একটু আলোচনা করেছিলাম। আজকে আর কোথাও বেড়াতে যাব না, আজকে ঘরে বসেই কয়েকটি শব্দের উপরে চর্চা করব এবং সেগুলোর সঠিক उच्चारण। ठीक है? ओके। अगला बार हम आप लोग के साथ एक बार गांव गया था, दूसरा बार रेगिस्तान घूमने के लिए गया था, और जो जो चीज हमने देखा था उसके ऊपर हम लोग चर्चा किया था। चाय पे चर्चा नहीं। एनीवे, आज मैं बाहर नहीं जाऊंगी घूमने के लिए कोई सफारी में, घर में बैठ के कोई शब्द के ऊपर हम लोग चर्चा करेंगे। ठीक है? All right. So let's get along with it, my dear friends. Word number one, and please do keep a note of these words and remember them so that you pronounce them correctly yourself. Okay? Here we are. The first word, Converse. Converse is, what is it? Converse. Converse basically means kathopokathon in Bengali, and in Hindi I would rather say like baatcheet, but I believe it is they call it ulakta. I don't know, but some sort of a baatcheet. Hindi में हम लोग जो बातचीत करते हैं उसको हम लोग converse बोलते हैं, जिससे we get the word conversation. Now it is converse, but it is not conversation. Some people say, oh, I'm having a conversation. No, I'm having a conversation. It's very peculiar, right? So it is Converse is converse. I will have please converse with that person. It is not converse with that person. I'm going to have, do you like to converse in Tamil, or would you like to converse in Telugu or in Hindi or whatever it is? But it is conversation. Word number two, Gauge. Gauge. Now, what is that? Yeah, we hold our head and think, what is that? We try to gauge something. Okay? It's gauge. It's not gauge, or it's not gaze or something like that. It is gauge. That means অনুমান করা in Bengali. Okay? अनुमान करना, कुछ सोचना. To gauge. I'm trying to gauge what's the character of that girl or the boy. Whether she speaks the truth or she's all fake. Okay? Big stories only. So, we have to gauge somebody's nature or character. It takes a lot of effort to do that. So, remember that. Gauge is gauge. Then we come to another word which quite a lot of us mispronounce. It is MONK. MONK is not monk. It is monk. Okay? Monk. Basically, it means in Bengali, Shonnashi. Hindi sadhu, sant sadhu, monk. There's a famous, well-known, traditional and very old alcoholic beverage, rum, called Old Monk. I used to hear many of my friends say, "Oh, today we'll have Old Monk." I said, "No, you'll have Old Monk." Then we come to another word, that is T-O-M-B. T-O-M-B is pronounced tomb. Pronunciation is like T-O-O-M, tomb. So T-O-M-B, tomb. Okay, it's not tomb, it's tomb. Do remember that. Tomb. In Bengali it means Samadhi, right? And in Hindi, I believe it is called Makbare. All right? Then, there's another word which is now very common because of so-called digital India. I call it now digital fraud everywhere happening because of this. Banking fraud, fraud call centers, all sorts. But anyway, the word associated with it is D-A-T-A. Okay? D-A-T-A. It is not data, like the Americans may say, because the Americans don't know how to pronounce certain things very well. There is no such thing as American English and New Zealand English and all these things. And soon we'll be having Japanese or Chinese English with their huge population and domination all over the world. So they will say the DAT is pronounced Ditong. So that won't be correct. So please pronounce it as data, which is the normal global English. Okay? It's data. Then we have another word which also the Americans have made a hash out of it. That is S-T-A-T-U-S. S-T-A-T-U-S. Oh, before that, data, I must slipped out of my mind. In Bengali, it basically means totho. Data is totho. Okay? In Hindi, you can say jankari. And then we come to S-T-A-T-U-S. For heaven's sake, it is not status. It is status. The English word is status. The global English is status. Somebody says, no, I will say it in an Americanized way, status. And tomorrow the Chinese, I mean, of course, there is no such language as Chinese. It's either in China they speak either Mandarin or Cantonese. So they may say it is status. So will we be saying that instead of status? Or American says status, the Chinese will say it is status. Anyway, so please stick to status, all right, which basically means abustha, or in Hindi, sthiti. Keep that in mind, all right? And then another thing, word which we come across everywhere, you see these shops called B-O-U-T-I-Q-U-E. B-O-U-T-I-Q-U-E, especially for ladies' clothes and all these things, all right? Chudidar, etc. So it is called boutique. It's not boutique. The pronunciation for it is boutique, all right? Do keep that in mind, okay? All right. And now we come across another word, M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-O-U-S. It is pronounced mischievous. M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-O-U-S is not. It is not mischievous. Okay? Oh, it's a very mischievous class. No, you can say it's a very mischievous class. Now, as far as I'm concerned, mischievous means dushtu. Class ta khub dushtu. Chelegulo khub mischievous, dushtu. But, Google sometimes comes up with absurd answers. They've said, in Hindi and Bengali, they refer to mischievous as shaitan. So I don't think they are shaitan. I beg to differ with Google here. I think it's dushtu. Dushtumi kore, mischief. You're up to some mischief. All right? So anyway, the pronunciation is mischievous, not mischievous. Okay? And then on the 10th word is F-O-R-T-E. F-O-R-T-E. Basically, which means your strength. But it is not pronounced as forte. Like, oh, that is my forte. We say that is your forte. It is pronounced simply as F-O-R-T. So F-O-R-T-E is fort, not forte. All right? তোমার শক্তি, তোমার মেইন শক্তি স্থান যেটা. Okay? And then we have another word, determine. Determine is not determine. It is not determine, it is determine. And from there we get the word determined. So determine, don't determine. I will determine how that can be done. Okay? It is determine. Decision now. কোন দিকে যাবে? I will determine. আমি নির্ধারণ করব. Okay? And then finally we come to the word we are discussing now, the right accent, the right pronunciation. Pronunciation is not pronunciation or pronunciation. My dear friends, it is pronunciation. Okay? Do keep that in mind. Pronunciation. That's it. And I had in my last episode given you some riddles. Which water can be chewed and eaten? I did get a few correct answers in the comments. Well, the answer is watermelon. All right. Anyway, I'm not giving any riddles today. It's already 11 minutes. So till we meet again with another interesting episode, take care and look after yourself. And please do put a like and a comment. Bye-bye.